Howdy and welcome back to my Let's Play series. This is Casey and this is episode 17 of my Feed the Beast Let's Play series. As you can see, I have a minor issue with my sorting machine. It sorts just fine, the recycler takes it just fine, just the recycler cannot keep up with 35 block breakers moving at uh, a layer per 2 seconds. And it looks like I'm still getting feedback from in there. So this is after several minutes of it trying to keep up. So this episode I'm going to work on some housekeeping. And the easiest thing to do for the recycler would be to add a overclocker or two in there. Now, the recipe for an overclocker is as follows. The overclocker upgrade is 3 coolant cells, electric circuits, and 2 copper wires. A coolant cell is tin surrounded by some sort of water container. So capsule, water cell, or so forth. And I think I'm pretty good on tin, so I'll probably decently well. So for now, I'll just make it out of tin and tin, since I don't have any bees started yet. So this gets us 12 cans. I'm gonna go grab some water real fast. Should have some right here, and been having a little bit of issues. Oh, I think there's a block there. So I'll fill all of those with water. I suppose I don't technically have to fill all of them with water, but might as well. So I'll put them here and surround them by tin. So, and they do not stack. So let's just go ahead and make 6 for now. And through the power of editing later, we can now, well, I guess those don't stack either. Oh, now they inexplicably do. So put both overclocks in here, and that should very greatly increase the speed of the recycler. Now it's probably going to take it a little while to still chew through that, and now I have to be more careful with emptying that from the scrap from there. But that at least will get me through, and it'll condense several stacks of cobble into one stack of scrap. And the interesting thing is, I believe that every time that any of those pass over here, for example, as this is empty, the stack will come down, top it off, and then continue back. So it'll eventually work through this backlog. And just until then, the sorting machine here is a bit jammed. So I believe, and there's items in the filters inventory as well. So that's one of the house cleaning things that I wanted to, tasks that I wanted to get done. So trying that again, by which I mean trying the dredge again now that I actually put in 4 overclockers. So I'm curious to see if 4 overclockers can actually keep up with 35 block breakers. But the boat is moving forward. 5 spaces, the equivalent amount of spaces as the dredge can clear at a time. And I will pulse that just to make sure that there's nothing in the inner chest. And getting a little bit of corrupted blocks, but not too much. I think we're forward. I should probably count or something, but counting is for people who are not going to jump off of a boat to attack a spider. A spider that has absolutely nothing you really. Did I just pick up another sugarcane? I did. So that'll go down to bedrock. And let's see how the sorting system is handling. Still mostly actually getting marble. Only 24 stacks, so as I start getting something that's toward the high end, I put it on the blue column here, such as dirt and sand and saplings. And we've hit rock. So a lot of these stacks are actually only 8, 16 stacks, but there's a lot of them coming in very quickly. So looks like it's slowly getting overwhelmed. There's 4 overclockers there. And it's making a good effort at keeping up. So basically the point is going to be whether or not we hit bedrock or something other than cobblestone. And we just did. Or we just overtook it. So a little bit of gold. Fairly diverse at the bottom there. Would have been nice to have just... Ooh, diamonds. And I'm sure that there's somebody OCD watching this going that I should be going down there and getting a fortune pickaxe or something. But I'm not too worried, especially, I mean, honestly, with the minimum stone. Good amount of redstone, which is something I was actually more in need of. So, diamond getting sorted. And everything's getting sorted. And the big thing that I'm most worried about is if the inner chest were to be filled up completely, that would back up the block breakers. And the block breakers, when they back up, don't break blocks. So in that case, the computer probably wouldn't correctly handle that. So, make sure I actually have energy. Let's go down and see how far we get. So, we still hit bedrock. There's this, looks like a lava lake that we dug into. A little bit more redstone. Interesting. And I'll take advantage of our canopy here. Okay. So, almost got the recycler keeping up. And by the time that gets all the way retracted, it should actually, well, maybe not have cleared it. If I were to really be too worried about it, an easy solution would be to add a second recycler here and put some, oh, well, an easy solution would be to remove the scrap from it so it doesn't jam that up. Okay. Well, now that that's working, that's, I forget that the overclocker upgrade is actually cumulative. So it gives you a percentage increase of both your EU usage and your speed. So that means, since it's a percentage increase, your second one has a bigger increase because it's increasing both your base and the cumulative increase from your first one. And your third one and your fourth one have a larger increase of both productivity as well as energy usage. Now the recycler is actually a pretty low energy usage machine when it doesn't have overclockers in it. So you're not hurting too much once you get in there. But yes, if that were to be kept empty of scrap, I actually think pretty well that that would keep up. So I may just... What's underneath here? Well, obviously that. I'll think about that. There's... Let's see, scrap pulled out of the side. Could be pulled out of the side here. So I could put a pipe or something there and pull it out. This is one of the times where trying to keep everything movable by frames really hinders you, because I've really only got about 3 sides to work with. 4 if I were to move over here, move this somewhere else, because the back has to touch a frame, the power has to be supplied to it, so the power cable has to touch a frame. So really everything is up against a wall, because that's the easiest way to make sure everything is touching a frame. So I'll turn that back on. I've been keeping the rotor in here. It's still only been maxing out about 60, regardless of the energy stored in here. So, but once this fills up, that'll still shut down, so it won't take energy damage, or the rotor won't take damage providing energy that can't actually be used for anything. So I really don't have anything that I need EU matter for, because I really don't care too much about the quantum suit, as you can see with my iron leggings. So, I mean, I probably should, but never really got into that, hooked on them, so I don't miss them because I never got used to having them. But yeah, looks like the sorting machine, when I remember to take the scrap out, is pretty well handling this. I'm gonna feed all the scrap into my recycler and get back with you in a moment. And since UU matter is pretty much free to me, I'm getting all of the energy I need from not sure what my recipe went. Since I get all the EU I really need from just the excess steam from my steam boiler, and I'm getting all the scrap that I could ever want from my dredge. One thing I have constantly been low on is copper. So I'm probably going to make some of the people in here cringe for doing this. I'm going to convert my EU, or my UU matter, into copper. I don't need to macerate that again. So I can get a bit of a extra copper. And really, copper's been my big thing I've been missing out on this, really, honestly, this whole series, other than the couple diamonds I absolutely needed to get started with the draw plates. But really, once I got that under hand, I need copper for every frame in here. I need copper for everything industrial craft. I need copper for almost everything, really. So that's been the one thing I've been missing. So I'll probably off camera be when I don't run down my battery by running that without scrap. MFE, sorry, not battery. But, well, raining pennies, I suppose. Yes. Got some more, cooked up some brass, so I can make some more frames and get working on more of my boat. And, well, sorry, but I keep crashing, so I'll probably make this another half episode instead of a full episode. Uh, Here's what the beginning of my uh, command room, bridge, whatever you want to call it, is starting to look like. I'm going to have this front part be a windshield and probably have glass on either side. Due to the fact that I'm on a frame, it'll probably be 2 layers of glass with a bottom layer of frame, since my knees really don't need to see very well. But I'm still working on resources. My UU matter to copper pretty much just got me this much. Moved forward again to get some more resources. But client crashed again. I believe this time, excuse me, was because of the, what are you being sorted as? Oh, aluminum wire. Okay. I believe this time was because I had left the rotor inside of the steam turbine, so it tried to do some calculation or another while the rotor was in, while the boat was in motion, and something caused it to glitch. But yeah, it seems to be getting a little better, but it may just be that I'm avoiding some of the things that have been causing it to glitch. So, apologize that this is another shorter episode, but wanted to get something out at least in a reasonable amount of time. And I'm really not liking the fact that I'm just flush with this right here that anything can walk on. So, might see about some sort of automatic defense or something in the future to keep just from being able to walk on. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Take care.